What do you do with a tail like this? By Steve Jenkins and Robin Page, and it is published by Houghton Mifflin Company in Boston. Animals use their noses, ears, tails, eyes, mouth, and feet in very different ways. See if you can guess which animal each part belongs to and how it is used. At the back of the book, you can find out more about these animals. What do you do with a nose like this?
I'm not sure, Miss Annette. I think it's safe to say this one is probably an elephant's nose, and it's probably for picking things up or drinking water, or like shoveling water.
I think this is either an alligator or a crocodile. I don't know the difference between that. Maybe we'll learn more about that a little bit later.
This one right here, I think is probably a dog because it's got the whiskers and the pointy nose. It looks like a dog to me.
And this one, I think, is a platypus, just because I've seen pictures of them before, and that looks like a platypus to me.
I don't know about this one, though. What do our readers think? What do you guys think it is? Let us know in the chat. We'll wait just a few minutes and see what your guesses are.
If you're a platypus, you use your nose to dig in the mud.
Well, I was wrong about this one. If you're a hyena, you find your next meal with your nose. And fun fact about hyenas, they're actually more closely related to cats than they are to dogs.
Very interesting. If you're an alligator, you breathe through your nose while hiding in the water.
And if you're an elephant, you use your nose to give yourself a bath.
Oh, there it is. Miss Toby, what is that?
Well, I don't know if y'all got it right, but if you did, if you're a mole, you use your nose to find your way underground. I bet those little things are like feelers.
I bet so, because it doesn't look like he can see very well the way he has his eyes. What do you do with ears like these?
Well, this looks like a leg to me. Maybe it belongs to like a grasshopper or a cricket, but I'm not sure what that has to do with ears.
I don't either. We'll have to wait to see. I think this is a hippopotamus just by the color of it and because of the small ears that it has.
This little thing right here looks like it might be an ear on a whale.
Maybe. And these long ears in the middle right here, I think that belongs to some kind of a rabbit. So that leaves this one up here in the corner.
They look like they're upside down to me.
Yes.
What do you guys think that might belong to? All right, does everybody have their guesses ready? Let's see.
Okay, I was right about this. It is a rabbit, but it's a particular jackrabbit, and they use their ears to keep cool because you'll see them out in flat, sunny areas out in deserts, and so that keeps them cool. That's a neat way to use your ears.
Up here is our one we guessed on. That's if you're a bat, you see with your ears, and bats use something called echolocation to find their way around, which is when they hear how the sound bounces back to them.
Okay, so if you're a hippopotamus, you close your ears when you're underwater.
Ooh, that would be nice. You wouldn't get water in your ears when you're swimming.
Right.
If you're a cricket, you hear with ears that are on your knees. That's pretty silly. Can you imagine your ears being on your knees?
And don't they sometimes make sound with their legs too? So it's a lot of different uses that are different than what you would think. But if you're a humpback whale, you hear sounds hundreds of miles away.
That's pretty crazy with how little their ears are.
Yes.
Compared to their bodies.
What do you do with the tail like this? I know this one because I just read a book about it, and with the coloration and the spots in their tail, which I also found out that those little circles have blood vessels in them, and that's what helps with their circulation. And then they have this bushy tail at the end so that they can swat away all those biting bugs.
Well, this one with the big pointy bit on the end, to me, that looks like it might be like some kind of stingy bug, like a scorpion.
This one right here with this long curved tail, that I think that belongs to one of the monkey families.
And then this one up here looks like, to me, it looks like the tail on some of those lizards we see outside sometimes, the green ones.
Yep. And what do we think this tail belongs to right there?
That's all black and white and stripy.
Yeah, that might be the biggest hint we've had so far, Miss Toby.
Give you a couple minutes to let us know in the chat what you think it is. All right, so do you guys all have a guess? All right, we're going to turn the page and find out.
There it is. If you are a skunk, you lift your tail to warn that a stinky spray is on the way.
I don't think I want to see one of those black and white tails up close.
No, I don't either. So I was right. If you are a giraffe, you brush off pesky flies with your tail.
And this one here, if you're a lizard, you break off your tail to get away. It's important to remember, probably don't handle the animals you find outside your house, but especially don't grab lizards by the tail because they break them off.
Yes. If you're a monkey, you hang from a tree by your tail.
And if you're a scorpion, your tail can give a nasty sting. We also don't want to pick those up either. Lots of animals we don't want to handle on this page. All right, moving on.
What do you do with eyes like these?
I think these big, huge eyes here might belong to a bush baby, which is a kind of a nocturnal creature, I think in Australia.
I think this is an eagle, just because this is white and the way the beak goes, I think that's an eagle.
We learned something kind of cool while we were at the Wildlife Center, which you guys will see later this summer, that eagles are birds of prey. If they have lighter colored eyes, they can hunt during the day, and darker colored eyes usually hunt at night. So I think eagles hunt during the day, so that one works. All right. This guy here just looks like a lizard to me. I'm not sure what is special about his eyes, but I guess we'll find out.
I know, and this one also looks like in the lizard family, but I'm kind of scared of those little sharp teeth that are showing out there, so I don't know what kind of lizard that is.
Well, if you look, he has these like little telescopy things around his eyes. I wonder what that does. And then
there. A fish, we know, but what does it do with those eyes of its? I don't know.
And its eyes look a little different than everybody else's. So do you guys have any guesses as to what kind of fish this is? Let us know in the chat, and we'll just wait a couple seconds and see if anybody has a guess. All right, do y'all have your guesses together? Okay, we're gonna turn the page.
If you're an eagle, you spot tiny animals from high in the air.
Oh, they have very good eyes. If you're a chameleon, so that's the one with the little telescopy eyes, you can look 2 ways at once. That's pretty strange.
Yes. And Miss Toby got the one in the upper right. She got that one right, too.
All right, this is a bush baby, and they have really big eyes so they can see clearly at night.
And if you're a horned lizard, you squirt blood out of your eyes. That would be very discombobulating to anyone that would try to eat him.
And then here's the answer to our secret question here. If you're a 4-eyed fish, you can look above and below the water at the same time. So that's why his eyes were strange. There was one eye at the top and one at the bottom, but they're on the same eyeball. It's a little weird.
Yes.
All right, next one.
What do you do with feet like these?
Well,
let's see. The one in the middle, we would be in the monkey family somehow. I don't know if that's the front or the back feet. Don't know about that.
But it does look like it has a thumb, so that's
Yes.
probably one of our apes.
Yes.
Well, these right here look a little bit like maybe they're sticky to me, so maybe they belong to some kind of reptile or amphibian that sticks onto things, like a tree frog or a gecko.
And this might be something maybe in the insect family. At first I was thinking a grasshopper, but I don't know. But something with long legs.
Well, this one I know because the animal has a very silly name. But this belongs to a bird called a blue-footed booby. And you know that because its feet are blue. And then what about this one? What do you guys think? It's a hoof of some sort. What kind of animals do you know that have hooves? Let us know in the chat. And we'll take a few seconds and then we'll turn the page.
Instead of a solid hoof, it looks like it's split a little bit.
Yeah, those are cloven hooves. And there are even less animals that have those as compared to regular hooves. So let's see. You got your guesses together? All right, let's find out if we're right.
If you're a chimpanzee, you feed yourself with your feet because it has that thumb.
Ooh, this was a water strider. If you're a water strider, you walk on water. Have you guys ever seen those at a local pond or creek?
It looks like he can do that because look how spread out he has his legs there. So that was right. And Miss Toby got that one right. If you're a gecko, you use your sticky feet to walk on the ceiling.
And if you're a blue-footed booby, you do a dance. I don't know why you would need to do a dance when your feet are bright blue. I can see it just fine.
That's true. So, the last one, if you're a mountain goat, you leap from ledge to ledge.
Ooh.
And I guess because they can grip on the rocks because their hooves are split instead of like solid like a horse's.
And they're very small. I imagine that makes climbing around things easier. I'd be scared to be some of the places that mountain goats go. They are great climbers.
Too. What do you do with a mouth like this?
Well, this one I think must be either some kind of fly or a mosquito because its nose mouth part is so long that it looks like maybe it's some kind of biting insect.
Again, I think this is an anteater because I've seen several pictures of an anteater and it has a really long tongue, and this looks like that would accommodate that long tongue. So that's what that is to me.
This page is hard, but I think this one might be some sort of snake because I don't see it's like tongue sticking out, but that just looks like a snake face to me.
Yeah, that round nose right there and that eye the way it is. This is some kind of water bird, I think. Maybe a pelican or a flamingo. I'm not too sure.
I see there's like maybe a little pouchy bit here, and that does look like a beak. Okay, guys, so this one is a special one, and it's a really hard question, so if you don't know, but there's a kind of fish that does something special with its mouth. So if you can think of any fish that do strange, weird things with their mouth, then add that into the chat, and then we'll turn the page in a minute and see what we think it is. So get your guesses about strange fish together. And, oh, actually, maybe I have a little extra clue for you for this one. This fish shares a name with someone who shoots a bow and arrow. So if you can think of a name that you would use to describe someone that shoots a bow and arrow, this is that kind of fish. So I'll give you another couple seconds. All right. Y'all got your guesses together? Let's see if we got it right.
Oh, I did. It was a pelican. You use your mouth as a net to scoop up fish. And Miss Toby was right because it looked like it had that part at the bottom, the pouch.
Ooh, if you're a mosquito, you use your mouth to suck blood. They are my least favorite part of summer. I don't like mosquito bites.
And if you're an egg-eating snake, you use your mouth to swallow eggs larger than your head.
It's crazy.
Yes.
If you're an anteater, you capture termites with your long tongue. Look, Miss Annette knew that one.
Yes. All right. So this one is called an archer fish. You can catch insects by shooting them down with a stream of water.
That's pretty crazy.
That is indeed.
I'd like to see an archer fish. I'm not sure where they live.
I don't either. So we might be able to find out all of these information. So at the back of this particular book, it has all of the different animals that we were guessing about, and it gives you a little bit about them, where they live, what they eat, the sizes of them, and everything. So we hope you've enjoyed this book. We did, doing our guesses. Some of them we got right, some we were really off. So thank you.